5 daily habits that protect the prostate after age 60. Most men over 60 think that frequent trips to the bathroom at night, a slow stream, or the feeling of not fully emptying the bladder are just part of aging. But what if these are not just harmless signs of getting older, but warnings from your prostate? In this video, I'll share 5 simple, daily habits that can help protect this small but important gland, reduce discomfort, and even improve your sleep. These habits are natural, proven by science, and easy to start. No expensive treatments or drastic changes required, and one of them, the 5th, might completely surprise you. Stay with me until the end, because it could make all the difference for you or someone you love. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to understand why the prostate deserves so much attention after 60. The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, sitting just below the bladder and wrapped gently around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of the body. Though small, it plays a vital role in producing part of the seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. This means it is not only important for urinary health, but also for a man's overall reproductive function. As the years go by, the prostate naturally changes. For many men, it starts to enlarge after the age of 50, and by the time they reach 60. The risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia, BPH for short, and even prostate cancer rises significantly. This enlargement may be harmless in terms of cancer risk, but it can cause uncomfortable and disruptive urinary symptoms. Studies show that more than half of men in their 60s experience some degree of prostate enlargement, and the percentage climbs even higher with age. When the prostate grows too large, it presses against the urethra, narrowing the pathway for urine to flow. This can lead to a weak or interrupted stream, more frequent trips to the bathroom at night, and the frustrating feeling of not fully emptying the bladder. These symptoms are not only inconvenient, they can affect sleep quality, leave you feeling tired during the day, and even chip away at your confidence and social life. The encouraging news is that many of the factors influencing prostate health can be improved through simple daily habits. While medication and surgery are options for certain cases, they are not always necessary, especially when prevention starts early. Research continues to confirm that lifestyle, hydration, movement, diet, and other choices can play a powerful role in protecting the prostate's function and reducing inflammation. Now that you understand what the prostate does, how it changes with age, and why its health matters so much, it is time to take the first practical step. Let's begin with Habit 1, a surprisingly simple yet highly effective way to reduce inflammation and support better bladder function every single day. Habit number 1, strategic hydration, reducing prostate inflammation. One of the earliest signs that your body's hydration is out of balance is a change in urination patterns. You might notice a weaker stream, more frequent trips to the bathroom at night, or the frustrating sensation that your bladder never fully empties. For many men over 60, these changes are often accepted as a normal part of aging, but in reality, they can be linked directly to how and when you drink water throughout the day. The connection between hydration and prostate health is stronger than most people realize, and addressing it can bring real, noticeable improvements. As we grow older, the body's natural sense of thirst gradually fades. It's not that you stop needing water, it's that you may not feel the urge to drink until you are already mildly dehydrated. When the body runs low on fluid, the urine becomes more concentrated, taking on a darker color and becoming more acidic. This concentrated urine is harder on your bladder and can irritate the delicate tissues of the prostate. Over time, repeated exposure to this irritant environment can contribute to inflammation and make urinary symptoms worse, especially at night when the bladder and prostate should be resting. From a biological perspective, concentrated urine is loaded with waste product salts, metabolic byproducts, and microscopic debris that the kidneys have filtered from your blood. When these substances sit in the bladder too long or pass through a narrowed urethra surrounded by an enlarged prostate, they can cause tissue irritation and microscopic swelling. Think of your bladder and prostate as two neighbors sharing the same driveway. If the driveway is flooded with thick, sludgy water, both neighbors will struggle to function smoothly. Inflammation in the bladder can spill over into the prostate, and swelling in the prostate can make bladder emptying harder, creating a frustrating cycle. The good news is that the solution is remarkably simple. Strategic hydration. Instead of drinking large amounts of water at random times, especially in the evening. The goal is to keep your body consistently hydrated during the day and reduce fluid intake in the few hours before bedtime. This means sipping water steadily in the morning and afternoon, giving your body plenty of opportunity to flush out toxins while you're awake and active. In the evening, shift to smaller sips if you're thirsty, and avoid large drinks right before bed. This gentle change not only reduces bladder pressure at night, but also helps you sleep more soundly without repeated bathroom interruptions. Scientific evidence supports this approach. In a large study published in the Journal of Urology, involving more than 2,000 men over the age of 60, those who practiced strategic daytime hydration while limiting evening fluids experienced up to a 41% reduction in nighttime urinary symptoms, including incomplete bladder emptying and frequent waking to urinate. That's a powerful improvement from such a small adjustment, and it costs nothing to implement when you get hydration right. You're not just drinking water, you're giving your bladder and prostate the conditions they need to stay calm, clear, and functional. Imagine going to bed knowing you can sleep through the night without repeated interruptions, waking up refreshed and ready for the day ahead. Strategic hydration is the first step in breaking the cycle of irritation and discomfort, and when done consistently, it lays the foundation for every other healthy habit that follows. Now that we've seen how a glass of water, timed well, can make such a difference, let's explore the next habit, one that gets your blood flowing to the prostate in ways you might not expect. Habit number 2. Light walk after meals, improving pelvic circulation. Many men enjoy sitting back after a satisfying meal, perhaps reading, watching television, or simply resting. While that moment of comfort feels pleasant, staying seated for long stretches after eating can quietly work against your prostate health. Without movement, blood flow to the pelvic area slows down, which means the prostate receives less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Over time, this lack of circulation can contribute to chronic inflammation, making urinary symptoms more noticeable and harder to manage. From a biological perspective, your pelvic region is like a busy city that depends on a steady supply of resources. Blood brings oxygen, hormones, and nutrients to the prostate, while carrying away waste and inflammatory byproducts when you remain still. This supply line slows, and the tissues are left in a low-energy state. This environment makes it easier for inflammation to settle in and harder for the body to repair itself. Adding to the problem, sitting after a large meal can cause blood sugar to spike, and research has shown that higher blood sugar levels increase the risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia. Walking after meals is a simple yet powerful way to change this dynamic, even a gentle, unhurried stroll sends a message to your circulatory system to wake up. Your heart rate rises slightly, blood vessels in your pelvis widen, and more oxygen-rich blood reaches the prostate. At the same time, light movement helps reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes, which lowers one of the silent risks for prostate enlargement. Think of it as giving your prostate a refreshing breeze of fresh air and clean water after it's been sitting still for too long. Putting this habit into practice doesn't require any special equipment or gym membership. A short 10 to 15-minute walk after lunch and dinner is enough to make a difference. You can walk around the block, stroll down your hallway, or even move around your backyard. The key is consistency rather than intensity. What matters most is creating a regular routine that keeps circulation flowing day after day. The benefits of this habit are supported by science. In a study conducted by the University of São Paulo, men over the age of 65 who walked for just 15 minutes after lunch and dinner had a 35% lower risk of developing moderate to severe symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia compared to those who remained sedentary after meals. That's a remarkable improvement from such a modest effort. Beyond the numbers, walking after meals offers a feeling of lightness and control. It's a chance to stretch, breathe deeply, and know you are actively protecting your health with every step when combined with strategic hydration. This habit strengthens the foundation for better prostate function and overall well-being. Now that we've set your circulation in motion, Let's move on to a habit that might surprise you, one that involves a very natural part of life and plays a powerful role in keeping your prostate healthy. Habit number 3. Regular sexual activity, natural cleansing and protection. For many men over 60, the topic of sexual activity becomes surrounded by silence, hesitation, or even embarrassment. Some believe it is no longer necessary at their age, while others feel that discussing it is inappropriate. Yet, from a medical perspective, maintaining regular sexual activity is not only natural but also beneficial for the health of the prostate. Understanding the science behind it can help remove stigma and replace it with confidence and clarity. One of the prostate's primary functions is to produce a portion of the fluid that makes up semen when ejaculation occurs. This fluid is expelled along with dead cells, microscopic debris, and other byproducts that naturally accumulate in the gland. If these substances are not cleared regularly, they can stagnate, potentially contributing to inflammation or other changes in the tissue. Regular ejaculation acts like a gentle cleansing cycle, helping to keep the prostate's environment fresh and balanced. The benefits are not just theoretical. A well-known study from the Harvard School of Public Health, published in European Urology, followed more than 10,000 men over 2 decades. It found that men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month had a 33% lower lifetime risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those with lower frequencies. This striking statistic highlights that sexual activity can be more than a personal choice. It can be part of a proactive approach to long-term prostate health, beyond the cleansing effect. Sexual activity promotes better blood flow to the pelvic region, which delivers oxygen and nutrients to the prostate and surrounding tissues. It also relaxes the muscles around the prostate and bladder, which can improve urinary flow. On an emotional level, intimacy and physical connection help lower stress hormones and release endorphins, which support mood and overall well-being. Reduced stress is especially important because chronic stress can trigger inflammatory processes throughout the body, including in the prostate. For most men, the right approach is to maintain a frequency that feels natural and comfortable. Whether with a partner or through self-stimulation, there is no universal correct number. It depends on individual health, interest, and physical comfort. If you experience difficulties such as erectile dysfunction, low libido, or discomfort, speaking openly with a doctor or urologist can help identify safe solutions. Modern medicine offers a variety of options, and in many cases, simple adjustments can restore confidence and function. It is important to remember that sexual health is not separate from overall health. Just as walking after meals benefits your circulation and hydration supports your bladder, regular sexual activity contributes to a complete picture of wellness. It's a reminder that vitality is not defined by age, but by the choices we make each day. By seeing sexual activity as both a natural pleasure and a form of preventive care, men can reclaim a sense of agency over their bodies. This habit, when practiced without guilt or shame, can become a powerful ally in protecting the prostate for years to come. Now that we have explored how intimacy plays a role in prostate health, let's turn to the next habit, one that begins at the dinner table and influences your prostate more than you might expect. Habit number 4, strategic eating, reducing inflammation and cancer risk. What you eat each day does more than satisfy hunger. It can directly influence the health of your prostate. A diet high in processed foods, saturated fats, and low in fresh vegetables can increase inflammation and contribute to the risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia, as well as more serious conditions like prostate cancer. On the other hand, choosing foods rich in protective compounds can help keep the prostate's tissues healthy, well-nourished, and less prone to harmful changes over time. Certain nutrients stand out for their powerful effects on prostate health. Lycopene, a natural antioxidant found in red and pink fruits like cooked tomatoes, watermelon, and guava, helps neutralize free radicals that damage cells. Cooking tomatoes, as in sauces or soups, makes lycopene easier for the body to absorb. Zinc, found abundantly in pumpkin seeds, nuts, and seafood, plays a vital role in hormone regulation and maintaining the structural integrity of prostate tissue. Then there is sulforaphane, a compound in cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage, which supports the body's natural detoxification systems and may help prevent abnormal cell growth. The science behind these nutrients is compelling. Antioxidants like lycopene reduce oxidative stress, which is a key driver of inflammation and cellular aging. Zinc helps balance testosterone and other hormones that influence prostate size and function. Sulforaphane triggers protective enzymes that assist in removing potential carcinogens from the body before they can damage DNA. Together, these nutrients create a protective environment inside the prostate, lowering the chances of both benign enlargement and malignant changes. Putting strategic eating into practice means thinking of your plate as a daily prescription for better health. Aim for colorful, plant-based meals that include cooked tomatoes at least twice a week, a variety of leafy greens, mineral-rich seeds or nuts, and a lean source of protein such as fish or poultry. Simple swaps, like replacing a processed snack with a handful of pumpkin seeds or adding steamed broccoli to dinner, can add up to significant long-term benefits. Research supports these changes. A large study published in the International Journal of Cancer found that men who consumed cooked tomatoes at least twice a week had a 28% lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who rarely ate them. This is a powerful reminder that small, consistent dietary choices can lead to measurable improvements in health outcomes. Beyond the science, strategic eating is also about caring for yourself and your loved ones. Preparing wholesome meals can be a shared act of connection. Whether cooking for a partner, family, or friends, each colorful plate is a quiet statement that your health matters, that you are choosing to fuel your body with what it needs to stay strong and vibrant. With your meals working in your favor, you are not only protecting your prostate, but also investing in a longer, more active, and more fulfilling life. And now, with your diet on your side, we can move on to the final habit, one that happens while you rest, but may be the most powerful of them all. Habit number 5, deep sleep, regulating hormones and reducing inflammation. For many men over 60, a good night's sleep becomes harder to achieve. You may find yourself waking several times, struggling to fall back asleep, or never reaching the deep, restorative stages of rest. While this might feel like just another part of aging, poor sleep has serious effects on hormonal balance, which in turn impacts the health of the prostate. Without enough deep sleep, the body's internal repair systems cannot function at full capacity, leaving tissues more vulnerable to inflammation and gradual decline. During deep sleep, the body releases important hormones, including melatonin and growth hormone. Melatonin not only helps regulate the sleep cycle, but also has natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that protect delicate tissues like the prostate. Growth hormone supports cellular repair, keeping muscles, blood vessels, and glandular tissues strong. When sleep is short or fragmented, the production of these hormones drops. While stress hormones like cortisol rise, high cortisol levels can suppress immune function, lower testosterone, and increase systemic inflammation, all of which can worsen urinary symptoms and increase the risk of prostate problems. The link between poor sleep and prostate disease is backed by research. A long-term study published in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention, followed more than 2,400 men for nearly a decade. The results showed that men with chronic sleep disturbances had twice the risk of developing aggressive prostate cancer compared to those who slept well. This finding underscores that deep, consistent sleep is not a luxury. It is a crucial form of preventive care. Improving sleep quality starts with creating the right environment and routine. Keep your bedroom dark and free from unnecessary light, as even small amounts can disrupt melatonin production. Maintain a quiet space, or use soft background sounds if silence feels unsettling. Aim to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, which helps reinforce the body's natural circadian rhythm. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol close to bedtime, as these can interfere with reaching deep sleep stages. Gentle stretching or relaxation exercises before bed can also help calm the mind and prepare the body for rest. Deep sleep is like nightly maintenance for the body, giving every system, including the prostate, a chance to recover, repair, and reset. It allows inflammation to subside, hormones to rebalance, and tissues to restore themselves after the demands of the day. Waking after a full night of rest brings more than just energy. It supports mental clarity, emotional resilience, and a sense of control over your health when you combine deep, restorative sleep with the other habits we've discussed: hydration, movement, intimacy, and nutrition. You create a strong, protective environment for your prostate. Each night becomes an opportunity to nurture your health without effort, simply by allowing your body the uninterrupted rest it needs. And with that, you've reached the final piece of the puzzle for protecting your prostate well into the years ahead. Getting older does not mean losing control over your health. You are not powerless against the changes that come with age, and your prostate health is no exception. The truth is, your body can still respond remarkably well to small, consistent changes. Science has shown again and again that even modest adjustments in daily habits can reduce inflammation, improve hormone balance, and restore comfort. Think of it this way: each glass of water you drink in the morning is more than hydration. It is a signal to your body that you care. Each light walk after a meal is not just movement, it is a gift of fresh circulation to your pelvic area, every colorful, balanced plate you prepare is a quiet investment in your long-term well-being. And each night of deep, uninterrupted sleep is a natural repair session for every cell in your body, including your prostate. You are not alone in this journey. Many men at your age are making these same choices, finding that it is never too late to improve how they feel and how they live. Your health is in your hands, and every positive action you take reinforces your strength and resilience. If you found these insights helpful, I invite you to share this video with someone who might need it and subscribe so we can continue learning together. Here's to protecting your health, one simple habit at a time.